This afternoon I'm going to show you how to make a pom-pom for your hat. But I'll show you how I did it. You will need strong thread, not just sewing thread, because it will snap. You want something strong. I have a button that will be under the hat, and you will tie the finished pom-pom on. You'll need stuffing, you will need your scissors, and obviously your piece of faux fur. Now what I do is I've used my coaster and marked on the back and just roughly cut round it. Thread your needle. What you need to do is just start on the inside, but don't go right through. Now I would advise buying thread the colour of your pom-pom. I mean, you don't see it, and just go in and out, smallish stitches, not too big. Now I haven't detached it from the card yet because I don't want to waste this thread. I don't want to just have lots of it. You want enough that you can tie under your hat, you know, when you've put the pom-pom on and then you've got the threads dangling through your hat. You want to make a bow, so whoever purchases your hat or for yourself, they can take it off, because washing faux fur, I believe I've done a bit of research, and where I've looked, these are better detachable. I don't know what it's like to wash it, I've no idea. I'm going to go off camera and I'll show you what happens when you've washed it. So if anybody knows, leave a comment below. If you know what happens to faux fur when washed, nothing may happen, but I've noticed a lot of hats come with detachable pom-poms that's faux fur. Now I want to finish around that other line-ish and give myself a bit of a tail, but I know when I pull this, that length is just a little bit too long, so I'm going to pull it back a little bit, because when you pull it, that's going to get longer and longer, and I don't want to waste. So maybe about the same length of tail. There you go. So that's one side done. Do the same on the other side, just before the line. Don't want too big a gap. Do that. I'll do this one off camera and I'll come back. I've done the threading, done similar length, cut the similar length on both sides, and then what you need to do is just simply pull, hold both. It isn't awkward. Pull both equally, and you'll see it'll start pulling in. Now this is where I would trim a little bit more off, because I don't want a load of bulk on the inside. Take your stuffing, break it up into little bits, pop it in. You do the stuffing how you want your pom-pom to feel. I mean, a lot of the fluff's going to hide the firmness, I suppose. Just keep pulling your thread. Now once you've got, now can you see it's pulling? I've got long on one side to the other, and to how I stopped that happening on there is if you can keep just pulling it in yourself, both sides, but trying not to let the other side get longer than the other, is I think that will be long enough. How I did it was, on one side, tie your threads, and then when you know you're going to pull, the other side is not going to come out. Because you need one this side, one that side. Because when you attach your button, which you can buy off the internet, I'll leave a link below where I got mine from. It's the same Instagram company I got my name plaque from. You'll thread either side underneath your hat and then tie it on with a bow. Now you know that's secure, you can pull these two and you can keep stuff in your hat. Now I didn't have this on the other one because I cut pretty close. You see you've got this excess. So what I would do is, I'm going to do it off camera, is just trim as much as I can. So I've just got a little lip like in here. You can hardly see it actually, because this is too much bulk. You can see how it's too bulky. I could have sewn, I suppose, on the line or just above it, but I'm going to go off camera now and just trim it a little bit, and then I'll come back and show you the difference. I've trimmed the excess off and I've pulled the pom-pom a little ways in. Can you see? There's no, and I've also made it more round. If you have it jagged, I had seen this somewhere where the person had left it more square, and I don't like it. That's just a personal preference, by the way. Doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong. I tied those, so these are my loose ones. Stuff your pom-pom. And like I said, it's up to you how firm or squishy you want your pom-pom. Won't really notice it, not with this fluff anyway, because it's really fluffy. I'll just do that for now. And because I've tied those others off, I can pull and then keep tightening. I've just knotted it once so I can keep pulling it, and then just keep pulling. And this is why you need strong thread. You don't want just regular machine thread. Excuse me, just go as far, oops, tight as you can, because you will have this will be a detachable pom-pom. This is fiddly, by the way, but you can see the reality of it. It is undoing as I release. And there you go. Looking good. I will pull this a little bit tighter. And what you want to do is, when you've got it as tight and as close as you can, so you can almost not see your stuffing, because you don't want that coming out if somebody's wearing a hat they've purchased off you, or even as a gift. You want to tighten into a knot so it will not come open. There you go. Now, this is my first time making them, as I said, and I've only got cream wax thread. I've looked online and I've seen other colours, so I will go and purchase either black or grey to go with this, but for now that'll do. So there's the pom-pom, give it a shake, And what you will do is take your hat. This is one I've designed and I'm having the pattern tested, and you need to thread through. Looks nice. And to attach, go inside. I haven't pulled this tight either. I would do that. But I'm just showing you how to attach it to one of these buttons. Put one thread through one side, and then the other through the other. Let gravity take the hat. If you do a bow, you can tie a knot, say if it's for yourself, but then if you want to take to wash the hat, you want to be able to take off the faux bubble. That's pretty secure. I would as well make the hole, I would make the hole a little bit smaller. But that looks good, doesn't it? I think that's alright. For my first time ever, well, second if you call that the first, making a faux pom-pom, I think that looks alright. Anyway, if you let me know in the comments how you got on with your pom-pom, let me know. If there's any other way you can tell me as well, I don't mind somebody who's done this before, if they can give me tips. That's it for another video from me, Bev at Planet Crochet. I'll catch you again on another video. Bye for now.